How stressful is it for you guys when you're in a race like this?
It's very scary because you're in this race and you want to do everything in your power to get ahead. And sometimes you don't know where the other teams are. Like, for example, today when I was waiting for my helicopter ride, and I thought I was the last team, but I kept having a smile on my face and kept saying we're going to keep on going and maybe they'll get lost, maybe a flat tire, always being optimistic in life. You know, it's very important to be optimistic and keep on hoping. So when I saw Oswald walk up that path to the helicopter, my joy, my spirits just went like sky high. I started jumping up, hugging every naval officer I met. It was just incredible, that moment, because I said, we're still in this thing and nothing can stop us. So it was just so overwhelmingly happy spirits. I mean, it made me feel like there's never a time when you should just say, oh, you know, maybe we're not in it. We're always should be just feeling positive and just feeling up to spirits.
And a lot of that positive attitude comes from the fact that you guys are very closely connected with each other. You really believe in each other. You trust each other.
Yes, we believe in each other and we believe in our cousin, you know, like the relationship we have with each other, and we don't doubt it for a second.
We've been through so many things in our lives for 30 years together, good times, bad times, so many things. And the bottom line is we came in this race knowing how we wanted to play the race. We tried to stick to it. We wanted to play as clean a game as we could. And there were certain things that we just wouldn't do. We would give it our best. We would give it our all. We would never quit. And we also knew that there was a lot of strategy involved. We knew that we always had to be thinking and analyzing the decisions that we make. And sometimes we spend too much time doing it. But in the end, we hope that it's the right key and it's what's going to pay off for us. With each roadblock, we sit down, we think about how we're going to do it. A lot of the teams, they've just been doing it. Now they have one person, you know, obligated to the last roadblock, and it might not be the person who should be doing that one. So we hope that our brain power, our hearts, our determination, everything else we have is enough to make us become the new winners of the Amazing Race All-Stars.
Obviously, two other teams are going to be starting ahead of you. What have you learned from this race that you are going to apply in this final leg to ensure that you are the first team running up on that mat with everybody cheering for you guys?
We're going to take a little bit of everything we learned from each and every leg of the race, sit down for a few hours at this pit stop, put it all into motion, and figure out a way, a crazy way, that we're going to win this amazing race. And it's going to be unbelievable. And we'll wait and see if it works.
If ever you want it to be good in the airports, it's on the final leg of the Amazing Race. According to the other teams, you guys are the best through the airports. So this is the time when you got to make sure you live up to that reputation, right? And get it right in the airports.
It's tough to live up to the reputation. We've been saying from day one our biggest strength, personal strength, is our airport maneuvers. And today is no time to sit back and let other people take the lead. Today is the day to put it all down on the line, to do whatever it takes in the airport. I mean, whatever it takes to get the best tickets, to get to America, to get home as soon as possible.
Now, I know you said before you came on this race that you guys get very busy in your everyday life. You don't get to see each other as much as you would want to. So how special has it been to be so close and intimate every single day?
We work so much, and work takes so much of your life, time away. And it's always important to spend with family each moment you have. So it's extra special to be with Mirna because ever since we were kids, we were growing up together and spending all the fun moments, and now we get to spend these fun moments together, so it's nice.
Doing the Amazing Race has brought, stressful moments, but the best moments of all have been the moments where we feel like we were kids again, because when we were kids, it just seemed like we had so much more time, all the time in the world. Our parents would take us to the park on Sundays. We would spend so much time together as a family, and when life gets so crazy, you lose that. And being on the race has been the spontaneous experience to be a kid all over again with your best friend from when you were a kid. And I hope that we can just find time in our real lives to continue to cherish that and continue to have that spirit with us when we get back home.
Is there anyone in particular that you are thinking of now as you go forward that you're going to get strength from?
Actually, I think I'm really going to get strength from my sister. My sister is a fighter, and she's with me. It's kind of like I feel like some of me is coming out, or some of her is coming out in me while I'm doing this. And then I don't know, like being here today with the military, it makes me think of my dad when we would do the cooking. It's just funny how like everything from your life just comes together. And you just kind of have to use all those skills. And the race is kind of about skills. It's about like random skills that you never think of. But then you're like, wow, I'm really glad that I learned that, or, I had people to guide me through that.
You guys must feel so good. I mean, you beat out some incredible teams to be standing here on this mat right now.
Yeah. It feels so good to be standing here right now.
Amazing, huh?
I mean, there are so many strong teams that, could have been here. And, on the starting line in Miami, we knew that. And so we just took it one leg at a time and chipped away.
Did you believe it from the beginning, or was it something that was it something that sort of became more clear to you as you went further forward?
I don't think that we would have come back and tried to do this again if it wasn't for the fact that we thought we could win and go all the way. So we did. We believed it, but it's conquering the little battles that makes you feel like, okay, I know why I believed it to begin with, because sometimes it's a struggle and you don't know, and there's some tough competition.
You're so close to winning this race. Just one more leg of the race to go.
I know.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
You're probably more nervous knowing that you have to keep going than if you were out, right? I mean...
No, because we would be devastated if we were gone right now.
Really?
We would throw the biggest fit I've ever seen. She said to me on the plane, she goes, Candace, if we're not in the top 3, I'm going to have a meltdown. Yeah. And I was like, all right, pressure right there. If I'm going to have to...
She's never seen a meltdown, so...
I don't know if I can handle it. So.
You've never seen her meltdown?
Not a full-on meltdown. Probably not a... borderline, but it's not as pretty as she is right now, smiling.
So what are you guys going to do to ensure that you are the first team coming across the finish line?
I think the difference between, when we're working in our strength and when we're frantic is the difference between when we started the leg last night, we ran right past the marked cars because we were in such a hurry to find something that we just ran past, and the difference of today, when we were more calculated, we were calm, we had our map, and we had confidence in our own abilities and our own feeling of what we should do. I mean, there was a point when we were all 4 teams were together and it felt safer to stay there because we could keep an eye on everyone. But it was that breaking away that allowed us to be first today because we were able to find the monument quicker.
What's so great about her as an amazing racer?
As an amazing racer, aside from being a great friend, she is an amazing racer. She's, she's got a lot of skills. Dustin's got a lot of skills, and it's like her background, and she's a fighter, and she's a great partner, and, she's very determined, and I wouldn't rather be with anybody else right now. Thank you.
And what about this partner of yours?
Candace is like my cheerleader. She tells me I can do it. I mean, I know that she knows me so well. She knows what I'm afraid of. She knows what I'm excited about. And so it's almost like she can coach me what I need to hear when I need to hear it. And so as a teammate, it's almost like I have, more of what I need than if I had another one of myself, because she brings out not only the positive, but she sees what I need when I don't even know what that is.
So she compliments you.
Absolutely. She compliments
me. That's a nice thing to hear from a friend, isn't it?
Yeah.